Hello, I am Reynaldo Caetano. This is Tom Fulauri. So we're here again. This time I'm gonna take Tom's blood pressure first. Second, I'm gonna use this caliper to do a 3-side skin fold measurement. After that, I will use this measuring tape to measure Tom's waist to hip ratio. Okay, so let's start. As I said, first taking Tom's blood pressure. I have just placed the armband over here. I just want to make sure this is not too tight, not too loose. Place over there. So just 1 inch above this line over here. Slowly place this. Good. Okay. So I'm gonna pump here. I'm gonna close the valve first, and then I'm gonna pump. Try to reach 180 to 200 here. Close. Make sure it's closed. Good, so slowly I'm gonna open. Place that right here. So I find his systolic blood pressure, it was 115, and then diastolic blood pressure, it was 75 diastolic blood pressure. So we're gonna do this one more time, and then we're gonna take the average. We can do it a couple of times to make sure. So I'm gonna place this here once again. Making sure you find the pulse tones. All right, Tom is alive. That's a good thing. Let's do that one more time, and then I close here, and then we're gonna pump 180 to 200. Slowly open. Right. So once again, I had 116 Tom's systolic pressure over 74 for the diastolic pressure. So now I'm just gonna write down this number over here. So systolic 115. So 75. So for the blood pressure, we wanna have a number 120 over 180. So this is a normal blood pressure. We don't wanna see a number equal or above to 140 over 90. We can classify that as a hypertension. So hypertension is associated with cardiovascular heart disease. Okay, so second part, we take this off, and I'm gonna ask Tom to please stand up. And then Tom, can you please remove your shirt? So previously I have already measured Tom's the line over here to the nipple. So where the first sites I will do the skin fold measurement. So I'm gonna perform a 3-inch pinch, making sure I'm pinching the fat, not just the skin or just the muscle. So I pinch over here, 3-inch. I'm gonna use the caliper, see right in the center. Okay. So I have here 13 millimeters. Okay, so I get that number 13. I'm gonna write that down for the chest. So the second site, as I also marked previously, is a 2 centimeter to the right side of his umbilicus. So I'm gonna do another 3-inch pinch, pinching not just tiny skin or muscle. So perform that correctly. All right, so here we see a 31 millimeters. I think 31 for abdomen. All right. So the third site will be his thigh. Can you please, Tom, raise your shorts? I will take a knee over here. Once again, I have measured this already from the hip to his patella, so this is the center, the midpoint. So I'm gonna do the 3-inch pinch. So here we have 18 millimeters. The thigh. So we can wait about a minute and perform this measurement again. But now what I'm gonna do, as I said previously, I'm gonna use this tape to do a girth measurement. So this is the waist to hip ratio. So first, Tom, I'm gonna ask you to face the camera over there, right? So from a sagittal position, lift up your arms. So I'm gonna find the narrowest part above his umbilicus. So this is the 0 over here. So 80. I have. So again, the tape, it shouldn't be too loose or too tight. So here I have 88 centimeters. 88 centimeters for the waist. Okay. So this time I needed to find the widest part of his hip. Right at the center of his gluteus, pretty much. So here I have 98 centimeters. So for the hip, 98 centimeters. So now, what do we do? For the skin fold measurement, we're gonna add it up the numbers. 13 plus 31 plus 18. So we're gonna have the total. So with this total number, we're gonna just use the table here. So according to the book, based on his age, the sum of the skin folds millimeters, so we can have percentage body fat. So a quick calculation here. 62. Tommy already did 62, so yeah, here 9 plus 3, 12. So 362, Tom is correct. So now, Tom is 54 years old. So here, the age 53 through 57. I will find his number 62. 62 to 64. So we have 21.7. So 21.7 percentage of body fat. So I'm gonna flip the pages over here. So okay, age-based body fat percentage standards for adults, recommended range for his age 35 to 55. We have a number between 10 and 25. So this number tells us that Tom is within the normal range, which is a good thing. So normal range. Okay, so now for the girth measurements. So this measurement is important because a specific number may tell if the person might be overweight, as well as carrying extra fat in the trunk areas, and then that extra fat is also linked to certain disease. So as of now, we're gonna stop the video here. We're gonna go to the other room, and then we're gonna perform the range of motion assessment, and then also the sit and reach test. Thank you.